So one of the questions I get on a pretty regular basis is this. If Jesus won the decisive battle over sin, death, and the devil in his death and resurrection, then why are things right now still so awful? And it's a really good question. And my answer is typically this. Are you ready for it? 336. Now, where does that number come from? Well, it comes from the time between D-Day and VE Day. We're talking World War II now. If you're a history buff, you know exactly what I'm about to say. D-Day was the decisive battle in that great war. And yet, the war continued for 336 days until Victory in Europe Day, the day that the enemy finally laid down his weapons and the war was over. Now, when D-Day happened, did everybody know the outcome of the war? They sure did. But it was 336 days before the enemy finally laid down his weapons. We find ourselves in that same in-between time. We find ourselves in those 336 days, the decisive battle between all that's evil in this world and God himself has been fought and won by God. And yet, Satan still prowls like a roaring lion. Death still has a sting, but only for a moment. Because there will come a day when Christ returns. He restores all things, and the war is finally and fully over. So when it's bad, remember, the decisive battle has already been won. We are in the in-between time. But the day of victory, it is coming, and it is secured for you in Christ.